Ho, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, my name is Glen Chun, the host of Glen Chun, the YouTube channel, and this is Forza Motorsport 4 Wacky Races. Today we have an epic race for you. We have the Volkswagen Ghia versus the Aston Martin AMR1 Le Mans car. And unusually, to give the Volkswagen Ghia, this rather old road car, which wasn't even that quick in its prime, to give that car a fighting chance, I have put it round a short circuit with a hell of a lot of straight line in it. And the Aston Martin, well, that is on the infamous green hell, the Nordschleife. So, how are things going to pan out, do you think? It should indeed be interesting. Right, well, the Aston Martin is well on its way around the lap, absolutely mullering it, going about 170 miles an hour. It brakes, it's quick. The Volkswagen is coming through a corner now at about 60 miles an hour. I have a feeling it's trying to accelerate, but it's not quite succeeding there. And the Aston Martin, well, that's just piling through corners at 90 miles an hour. This isn't even difficult for the Aston Martin. That thing is well and truly planted. It is handling in those corners just like an absolute dream. It's also got somewhere close to around 600 brake horsepower in that car, which is a massive 500 brake horsepower up on the Volkswagen Ghia. So basically you can just take a Ferrari F430 and stick it on top of that Volkswagen Ghia, and then you'd be getting close to the power this Aston Martin has. There you go, so much downforce, didn't even jump over that little lift. And there you go, look at that, 200 miles an hour. I don't think the Volkswagen is going to get close to seeing that. Well, the Volkswagen is now on the amazingly long Mulsanne straight. And it's, I'm not sure if this is, I can't remember if this is the Mulsanne straight with the chicanes in it. It is, I can now see that on the mini-map. The Volkswagen is hitting in a massive 90 miles an hour here, and the Aston Martin is just absolutely flying. Look at that thing. That is an incredible... Whoa! Whoa, whoa, whoa! Holy son! Calm down. Anyway, that was a bit of an off moment there. The Aston Martin slightly overestimating how much grip it has there. That's almost 70 miles an hour through that one corner. That Volkswagen's barely even hit 70 throughout any point of this lap. So that Volkswagen's really going to have to get brave in some corners, I think, to save this. It's just not looking good. The Aston Martin is absolutely mullering that lap at the Nordschleife. It is not even difficult for it. It's just barely even breaking a sweat. Look, you can see it's designed to do this. That's the difference between these two cars. The Volkswagen is designed as a mode of transport. The Aston Martin is designed as a pure precision racing machine, and that is really on display there. 140 mile an hour through that free part right-hander. Absolutely incredible grip. Look at that grip and traction. That is absolutely incredible. We're now in the second chicane, and for the Volkswagen, that's doing that about 50 miles an hour. Ideally, it needs to be accelerating fast. We need to see more torque on display here. Meanwhile, the Aston Martin is holy I just don't even realise how much grip that car has. Even when you're driving it around these laps and you're taking these corners at these speeds, you don't realise just how fast it is until you compare it to what the Volkswagen's capable of achieving on the Mulsanne straight. I mean, when you're cornering at 100 miles an hour in these Le Mans cars, it feels so undramatic because it just handles it and deals with it so easy. Look at that. Look at that, it's so uneventful. It's going almost 100 miles an hour faster than the Volkswagen Ghia though, and it grips. It's just insane. You don't even realise how insane until you see the Volkswagen. Here it comes, coming into the hairpin. Well, it's not even a hairpin, it's so tight right-hander, but it's through. It's now accelerating away, and it's not even going to be doing the same speed that Aston Martin does as it goes through that corner. I mean, and this is what I'm on about. You just don't get a sense of how fast these Le Mans cars are until you see them side by side with this Volkswagen. Well, it looks to me as though the Aston Martin is more than halfway around the lap by now, and that's interesting because but here's the thing with both of these circuits. In fact, most of the corners are halfway through the circuit. That said, it really is difficult to. That was incredible through their carousel there. It's just absolutely insane. Right, well, the tight twisty section is coming up for the Aston Martin. If this lap so far has anything to go by, I'd say this is going to be pretty epic. Well, yeah, that's going quite easy there. Here comes the Volkswagen coming up to its first corner complex of the second half of the lap, and it's Well, it's taken that fast right-hander at full speed, and there you go, 50 miles an hour through there, nice and controlled, nothing too bad going on there. It's pretty interesting through there. And the Aston Martin is absolutely making mincemeat of the Nordschleife. It really is. It's just absolutely annihilating this lap. There's virtually nothing that can stop it. Look at that. How do you even get close to that Aston Martin? Well, the Volkswagen's now gone underneath the sign after the tight right-hander. It is now on its way. Meanwhile, I have to keep my eyes close to what the Aston Martin is doing, I'm afraid. Because this, I mean, if I start commentating on this Volkswagen lap, the Aston Martin's completed a whole corner complex. They're very difficult to keep an eye on what both are doing. There's a very fast right-hand corner. This Volkswagen's still in a straight. I think it's going up to a left-hand corner, though. Meanwhile, the Aston Martin, look at the Aston Martin, it's coming up to this fast right-hander. Look at that, 170 miles an hour through there. Aim it towards the left. There you go, brilliant. Now the Volkswagen's coming through the fast right-hander at 80 miles an hour. And the Aston Martin piles into that at an incredible speed. The Volkswagen's also going quite quick, though. Well, it isn't. It's going 80 miles an hour, which I could do in my own car, which I now have one. And I'll have to do a video on that one someday. But this one is absolute. This race is now. Ooh, look at that final corner. The Aston Martin just absolutely powering through that, no hesitation, full throttle all the way through. And now the Volkswagen's coming up to the final. Is coming up to the penultimate straight. It is coming up to the Aston Martin is already on the final straight though, and I think this one is pretty much a done deal. The winner is the Aston Martin. Wow, that is quite something. And the Volkswagen coming up to the penultimate chicane there, hitting that at 60 miles an hour. Now the Aston Martin has finished the lap. So let's just watch the Volkswagen as it comes through the final chicane. And look, you can see here the Volkswagen, it was really on the limit in those corners, but it just wasn't enough. How about that? The Aston Martin is your winner! And if you like this video, please remember to hit like and subscribe. And here we also have a couple of videos which you may not have seen yet. On the left,
there's a lot of days
we have a video about Cod Ghosts and asking, are you excited for Cod Ghosts? The answer is nope.
Come back.
Also on the right we have Post Pro episode 31, which is the 31st instalment of the ongoing podcast where I talk about all sorts of random shit.
So,
but
yeah,
for now, thank you very much for watching.
There's also been laptops with reports. I've been getting those fixed, so hopefully I can bring you some live streaming soon. I've also had my other laptop fixed, so I can take some video files like this new custom entrance music off of that.